Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt, and in today's video we have a ton to talk about, including an update in regards to the Shiba Inu circulating supply issue. I know a ton of people have wanted to hear about this, and there are so many developments going on that it is hard to miss out. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So if you guys have not already seen essentially what we are working with here on the day, of course, we have SHIB down a good deal. You guys can see we were at around 48, which is very dangerously close to the current line of support that it looks as if SHIB is sort of challenging. And that line of support is right around 44, 43-ish. And you guys can see that in multiple instances, it hits it, it bounces up. And the goal, of course, is to keep bouncing up in hopes that, we don't end up sinking into the 30s, because that would be very, very bad. In terms of the market cap, we were at $26 billion with a volume of $10 billion or around $11 billion over the past 24 hours with, again, a massive increase in volume, but again, that is mostly sell volume. Now, CoinMarketCap here has a circulating supply still of 549 trillion SHIB. Now, if this seems weird to you guys, I suggest you guys check out my previous video about this, because when it comes down to it, the circulating supply in every way, shape, and form, when looked at through calculators, when looked at through, taking a look at the burn wallet, whatnot, it looks as if, based off of all of the math, that, 549 actually is the amount of SHIB that is currently in circulation. So I know a lot of people out there who've, sort of crunched these numbers and said, this is accurate. What did CoinMarketCap here do wrong? Well, it looks as if Shytoshi, one of the lead developers for the Shiba Inu team, has spoken out against this. So this is his thoughts here on the situation. So he says, my us against them brain first thought it was to stop us. Then I saw the Kraken tweet. Got me thinking. Robinhood and Kraken are the two USA exchanges and follow very stringent laws here. Before they can list an asset, they have to ensure all the info is correct, right? So who can confirm the supply? Who is the authority in this space? CoinMarketCap. And guess what? They probably had it wrong. So they have to fix it, but couldn't say a word because they can't speak about any type of movement with an asset about to be listed. This makes sense and goes along with the Robinhood CEO's statement and something like, we investigate all assets before we list. Also a delay Kraken. So what do SHIB haters do? Say we added tokens. So essentially his idea here is that CoinMarketCap has not actually done anything about this yet, and that is causing the Robinhood and the Kraken delay. So that is his theory in this first tweet. And then in the next one here, he's saying, are you guys not watching what is happening? Are you missing the point? This is long-term play for mutual funds and hedge funds. I believe we just minted them for ourselves. I'm sitting here trying to buy the dip like I did at an additional 0. So it is FUD. We want an explanation from CoinMarketCap, and we deserve it, but I understand if they can't say anything. I am patient. As SHIB Informer said, this is a new focus for us. We aren't small anymore. We have to start thinking about things, yada, yada, yada. What really matters here, man, is the idea that, of course, he believes that it is not directly CoinMarketCap's fault for the fact that they have not actually listed this, but rather the fact that CoinMarketCap is currently under some kind of pressure in this instance not to make a statement about this, because Robinhood and Kraken are, speaking about this, but they can't say anything with an asset about to be listed. So what he feels, it seems, is that there is a kind of a stalemate here. Robinhood and Kraken will not list it until there is a resolution over this supply on CoinMarketCap, yet CoinMarketCap is not saying much about this because Kraken and Robinhood are looking into it. So this is kind of, unfortunately, a double-edged sword, which makes this extremely, extremely difficult to work with. Who is really the right, sort of person in this scenario? It's very hard to tell. In a sense, I do see that CoinMarketCap has the correct supply because, as we guys have talked about in previous videos, with the amount that vitalik buterin is burned, with the amount that has been sent to the burn wallet, and actually, we can look at these here on screen, or at least should be able to look at these on screen. We have, the total supply here. This is the 1 quadrillion, which was originally minted, and essentially when you check their main burn wallet, which is on a different Etherscan address, but when you check the burn wallet, you'll look here and it'll say 400 trillion have been burned, and when you add it all up, it does add up to a circulating supply of 549 trillion, as opposed to something like in the 300s, like a lot of these SHIB people have said. So what do you guys think is right? Definitely let me know down below in the comments, guys. guys, I'm very, very interested to hear and do believe in this sort of stalemate that it looks as if Robinhood and Kraken are in. When we check, of course, SHIB on the day here, you guys can see we are in a very pivotal, very important moment. So what we are really working with here, guys, is the fact that, of course, we have a ton of different potential lines of resistance to overcome. And major lines of resistance, of course, from the Fibonacci retracement, you guys can see are highlighted here on the screen, of course, majorly being the 23.6% line. So this is very make or break, in my opinion. Our goal is to prevent from slipping below, the very bottom here, the all-time low where we bounced back twice from the 43. That is the goal. We want to not, under any circumstances, be able to slip below this 43, because if we do, we'll head into the 30s, and that's a whole other ball game, man. That's a headache for a lot of people. So our goal is, of course, not to slip below the line here in the 40s, but rather, of course, to push our way back up through the 23.6% line. This would take us, of course, into the 50s, leaving 50 as a bottom, which I think a lot of people would be understandable with. I definitely don't think it's optimal, of course, but I think a lot of people would be somewhat satisfied if, we just consolidated in the 50s for a while here. Even if you bought in the 70s, of course, it is upsetting, but consolidating in the 50s definitely does show that there is some strength here. Now, the issue, of course, is that this does kind of, in a lot of sense, look like an inverted cup and handle pattern. So we have the inverted cup, the handle, and then the crash. And unfortunately, if it is not able to sort of break away from that, I think that pattern could fulfill itself. So the goal, of course, is to prevent that inverted cup and handle from actually panning out and hopefully having some kind of counteraction. Again, I definitely do believe a Kraken or a Robinhood listing would have a very big impact on, the way this works, and obviously a price surge or whatnot from either of those listings. Definitely Robinhood a bigger surge, but a Kraken surge could work well enough, in my opinion, to get us to a point like maybe back, above the 38.2% line, something, maybe moving just past a couple of key points of resistance, but might be enough to trigger some kind of bull movement again. So that is definitely worth keeping in mind. When we take a look at the MACD, you guys can see we are right at a soft buy, not a major buy, but a soft buy. And of course, we can see the sell here really is when we hit this bottom. And then, of course, we enter the soft buy zone now, which is definitely not bad. The relative strength index, of course, one of my all-time favorite indicators to look at, we are a little bit below the middle, so we do have a good deal of headroom to move up. If we wanted to, we could move up probably into the low 50s without having a lot of problems here. We're at 48 now. We could probably head to 51 or 52 without having a lot of issues in terms of, being overbought or whatnot. So definitely nice to see that we're not being relentlessly oversold, and it gives me a little bit of hope for the future. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new for more daily Shiba Inu videos. I also live stream, guys, every single night around 11 p.m., midnight-ish Eastern time. So definitely would love to have you guys stop by some of those. Make sure to check out Webull at the top of the link in the description if you guys want to get 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300 for signing up. And of course, check out Discord, top of the link in the description as well, to join my server. Thank you guys for watching. See you all on the next one. Peace.